What is going on, everybody? I'm 8 Shots, and today we're using the brand new weapon that was introduced in the Black Ops Cold War last week, the Ballistic Knife. Now, obviously, this is nothing new. We have seen the Ballistic Knife in certain iterations throughout Call of Duty history. We've seen it in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and I think the very recent last one was in Black Ops 4. There are a lot of highs to using this weapon, and there are a lot of lows to using this weapon. I'm going to be going through them here in today's video and giving my personal opinion on them, along with some gameplay. The ballistic knives to me don't really work well. I've never been a big fan of them in general. For me, or I should say someone maybe not as skilled, it's really only useful for up to close range. These things absolutely slap. They're a one hit at any range. You can hit them in any body part and it's a one hit kill. We actually have two ways of unlocking this weapon now since the last update we got in Cold War, which now we can unlock DLC weapons and zombies. In multiplayer, you need to get a one-shot medal and a melee kill in the same life 15 times, so 15 different games. And in zombies, you have to get 300 kills using a special weapon at epic or legendary tier. You could also alternatively go into sticks and stones and grind it out and try to get the weapon that way. It would also work as well. I would think though the quickest route would be go through zombies. That's what I personally did. Just grab your M79, get it up to epic tier, pack a punch it once or twice, and you should be flying through it no problem. Like I've already said, the ballistic knives are very, very powerful. It's a one hit anywhere on the body. The only problem is the projectile velocity is just, I feel like it's just if we're comparing it to the crossbow, I feel like it's a tiny bit slower firing than the crossbow. And there's a tiny, I don't know if it's meant to be there or not, but there's this tiny little bug or glitch or something using this weapon that the ADS speed is extremely slow. Like, I mean, the sprint out time, you obviously can't aim down sights with this, but if you're coming out of sprint using these weapons to kill someone, I mean, I've been tapping on my R2 trigger on my controller, and you just keep sprinting. You don't even stop. Even if you let your thumbstick off, you just don't shoot it as fast as you'd want it to if you're going up against players with obviously better weapons and higher grips. Obviously, there's no attachments for this weapon in this iteration of Black Ops Cold War. In Black Ops 4, we did have attachments where you could have a dual-wield ballistic knife, and that could kind of make things quicker if you miss your shot. But if you miss your one shot, it's a very slow reload. I mean, for me personally, I thought the reload time on the ballistic knife was very, very slow. I think it could be tweaked just a little bit more, and I don't think there's going to be any updates coming to this weapon, but the coming out of sprint time to fire this weapon, like I said, I'll be tapping my trigger, and I've seen other people commenting this too online, and it just doesn't shoot. It feels very, very slow. It feels like you almost have to stop running in a sense and completely stand still to fire the weapon in order to get a kill. Now, obviously, you don't. I might be over exaggerating there a tiny bit, but it really is hard to be shooting this weapon coming right out of a sprint or during a sprint. I definitely do not recommend trying to get kills 10, 15 feet plus from you. I tried it a few times in the gameplay, and the velocity doesn't work out. The drop time of the knife is way too quick. You'd have to be aiming it up way higher than you'd have to think. It's definitely 100% a close ranged weapon. I had a much more successful time just getting the knife kills themselves or using the actual ballistic knife and getting kills about like 5. I'd recommend 5, 10 feet away. That seems to be the comfortable level. Anywhere for me outside of that just didn't work. I either missed or they had enough time to register that I'm there and move. It just didn't work out for me. I feel like everything about this weapon in general could be tweaked up just a little bit, like just a little tweaked quicker. The damage is absolutely, I mean, it's a one hit, like I've said, but again, the velocity just seems very slow, like slower than the crossbow. Not by much, but just a tad bit. The reload time could be tweaked up just a minor smidge to make it a little quicker reloading in order to get that kill if you miss you miss your first ballistic knife. And also the offhand combat knife that you get in your left hand just seems slow as well. And in the gameplay you see here, I shoot some ballistic knife and I go for the knife after, and it just seems really slow. Like I should be like not lightning quick, but just much quicker at thrusting, hitting my enemy with the knife than what I already am at this point. With all that being said though, I do actually love the ballistic knives. They are very, very fun to use if you get that, you know, a good enough lobby put together and everyone's not jacked up on G Fuel trying to hunt you down every second they can. It's very satisfying getting a kill with this weapon, much more than the crossbow. If you're getting ballistic knife kill with it, it just feels like like you've done something, you know, like you've completed something, especially if you go on a streak with this weapon. I've gone on a few bloodthirsties, nothing more though, I have to admit. It just, you feel accomplished. It feels so great, and like you have a desire to go on a streak with this weapon because you know everyone that you're killing with it is probably gonna get pissed off that they're being run over by the ballistic knife. It's very satisfying to use this weapon and get kills, I do have to say. I've been opening up myself personally to using a lot more melee weapons in Call of Duty now and special weapons, and I wish I did in the past because I have to tell you, it's just so much fun. I have to take these into Sticks and Stones because I haven't played that game mode yet. It's not a favorite of mine, but after using these, I definitely will have to check it out because they are a lot of fun and deeply satisfying to use. I also need to let you know about 2 bugs that are currently, we know so far, affecting this weapon. Currently, to the best of my knowledge and everything I've seen online, everyone has been able to successfully unlock these and have no problems. If you do, let me know in the comments down below if you haven't been able to unlock them yet because of a bug. But so far, to the best of my knowledge, I haven't seen anyone with that problem, but I have seen people not be able to unlock the dark ether camo and zombies. After they unlock it, it will still say 34 out of 35 complete. You will not be able to get your full camo challenge done. It's very unfortunate, but I expect a quick fix for this sometime in the near future. Also, if you buy the bundle, the only bundle we have so far with the ballistic knives in the store, the letter pen opener will not show properly in game, but the knife that's actually the pen that fires will show properly. It's just the letter opener that you use for your stock knife that unfortunately isn't showing right now. I don't think that's the biggest deal, but obviously if you bought it, you want to see that cosmetic change that you've obviously paid for and put your money in. I expect a change for that sometime in the future too. We should see that very soon because that just seems like a very silly little bug. The ballistic knives are very fun and enjoyable to use. I hope we get, I don't think we're going to, because I don't think, to be honest, that many people care. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't think Treyarch really cares that much either how these weapons perform, because I don't think too many people are grinding out for them or going to pick them up. They are a fan favorite in Call of Duty history, but from the people who I know personally and have conversations with, they don't really care for unlocking them. They don't really care for the weapon challenges, but they are very fun to use. I think they just need a smidge of a speed upgrade for your stock knife, for the velocity, and definitely for the reloading, because I think it's just too slow. But that is all from me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the ballistic knives. If you guys have unlocked this and have had great experiences using them, or you just don't care for them at all, let me know down below in the comments. And I hope you guys have a good day. I appreciate you watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with another one soon. Peace out.